Okay, some of these next few pages, pages 1 through 4 in Unit 8 packet, they get a little hard to read, okay, so just bear with me. Some of these are a little difficult to read. Okay, I'm actually going to let y'all do pages 1 completely by yourself, so skip that for right now. Okay, let's skip page 1 and look over here at page 2. Okay, page 2 wants you to create a dot plot. Okay, a dot plot is a lot like a scatter plot. I can't remember if y'all did this or not, but basically you're going to look over here and letter A wants you to make a dot plot or a line plot of birth month. Okay, so baby number 1 was born in month number 5, so in month number 5 we're going to put a little dot right there. Okay, baby number 2 was born in month 7, so I get a dot for month 7. Baby number 3, month 11, and so on. Okay, that's what's going to happen right here. Answer question B, is birth weight. So you do the same thing, except this time you're plotting the weight. Okay, and number C is the mother's age. Okay, C is the mother's age. Over here, if I would get another 5, okay, I just stack it right on top of it like that. Okay, you keep stacking until you don't have any more data points to stack. Okay, so pause on that, come back to that in just a second, flip over to page 3. Okay, this one wants you to find the median and the mean. Okay, it also says tell if the graph is skewed right, left, or symmetrical. Okay, let's talk about that really quick. First of all, in order to find the mean and the median of these, it's real easy. Type it in your calculator just like we've been doing. Okay, instead of it listing the numbers for you, it gives it to you in a dot plot form. Okay, so I have number 1, but I have it 4 times, so I'm just going to enter 1 4 times into my chart. And I go to 2, and I have 2 in there 4 times. Okay, y'all see what's happening here? Okay, so instead of just listing the numbers out, they gave it to you in a much more organized fashion of this dot plot, but you still type it in your calculator the same way. Okay, you would still hit stat, go over to calculate, and do one variable just like we did before. Okay, when it's talking about the shape, okay, out to the side of your page, at the top of your page, whatever you want to do, I want y'all to draw these 3 shapes right here. Okay, this is known as a bell curve. Okay, standard bell curve. And then I would have something like this. And I would also have this guy right here. Okay, 3 different options. This one right here would be symmetric. Okay, it's basically, it looks like a mountain. It would be cut in half. Okay, I could slice it straight down the center of my page, and it would be pretty much the same on both sides. Okay, so he would be symmetric. This one, okay, if you can see, most of the data is over here in this chunk in the left side. Okay, which is basically what this guy is right here. Okay, look how it kind of fades off. Most of the stuff is happening over here on the left. Despite what your brain is telling you, the skew of this one is actually to the right. Okay, you actually tell me the skew based on where the least data points are. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you this answer. This one is skewed right. Okay, on the flip side of that, look down here at this guy. Okay, look where most of his data is. It's in this chunk over here on the right. Okay, so while I see all my data on the right, where my data is actually lacking is where I say it's skewed towards. Okay, skewed right if most of your data is on the left. Skewed left if most of your data is on the right. I know that sounds super crazy and super confusing, but it's the exact opposite of what your brain wants to think. Okay, so go through on this page as well. Find the mean, find the median, both of which are in your calculator. Remember, on here, my mean's about to be really lame. Okay, your mean is the first one. If you scroll down, the median is listed right there. Okay, the mean is the X with the line over it, and the median is down. You just have to hit the little down arrow, and the median is listed right there. Okay, so we'll come back to, you can come back and work on that page in a minute. Okay, skip on page 4, skip these questions right here. These go with something that is obviously not on this page, so go ahead and skip that. Okay, down here, it wants you to create a box and whisker plot. Okay, box and whisker plot has 5 important points. All of which are found in your calculator. Okay, you need the minimum. I'm going to list them in the order that they're listed in your calculator. Okay, you need the minimum, which comes up first. You need your Q1, which comes up second. You need your median, your Q2, and finally you need your max. Okay, so when you are drawing a box and whisker plot, it's going to look something like this. Okay, this guy all the way down here, it goes in the same order that's listed in your calculator. There's the minimum, here's your Q1 value, here's your median value, here's your Q2, and here's your maximum. Okay, so let's say on this chart right here, I'm not putting these in my calculator right now, but let's say I had a minimum of 1. Okay, so I'm going to number this line graph. This is not the numbers that go with this thing, so I'm just giving you an example here. The numbers are getting a little crowded. Okay, let's say I had a minimum of 2. My maximum that my calculator gave me was 14. My Q1 was 4. My median was 8. And my Q2 was 12. So my box and whisker would look something like this. Okay, again, all of the data coming straight out of your calculator. Stat edit, list all of these numbers right here into L1. Over to calculate, and all 5 pieces of information are listed right here in order. Min, Q1, median, Q3, and your max. Literally listed in order for you to graph onto this line graph. Okay, so you're going to do the box and whisker for number 24. 25, it already gives you the box and whisker. It wants you to compare these two between the temperatures of Milwaukee and Honolulu based on this. Okay, and then they want you to create another box and whisker, one for Pullman's average and one for Seattle's average. And then, of course, tell the difference you see in between those. Okay, and once you finish that, that is it for today. Okay, a bunch of repeater stuff from before. Skew and box and whisker, or skew is probably the only thing that's new to you. I know y'all did box and whiskers before. It's just a little refresher. Okay, so skew is the only thing that should be absolutely new to you. Okay, so again, 1 through 4 is what you need to work on completing today.